ARRI started in September of 1917, so really almost 100 years ago, and it was founded by two very young gentlemen. They were 18 and 19 years old, Robert Richter and August Arnold. So they really started as camera operators, a very young, nascent film scene in Munich, working on Western movies. So these two guys were on the film set and they were passionate about film and filmmaking. At the same time, though, they had very strong technical inclinations. And so they started working with existing technical equipment, both on the camera side, also on the lighting side, and they tried to make it better. And that was really what started the whole company in 1917. And then as they moved on, they created their own cameras, their own lighting equipment, but they also operated from the start a film lab. It was, you know, the old black and white films, also for news formats in the 30s and the 40s. But certainly over those decades, more on the feature film side, and then television, the golden age of television only started later, then the 16, both the 16 millimeter, but also the 35 millimeter cameras were used for TV formats as well. Many people may not know is that we're also and have always been involved in post-production. Actually, this goes back to the founders who operated a film lab to begin with. So we had a film lab until late in 2015. You could totally rely on it, always working. I think that's really the hallmark of what an ARRI camera is supposed to do and supposed to be. It has to work at minus 20 degrees and it has to work at plus 40 or plus 50 degrees because crews are out there. They film in ice storms and they film in the desert. They film when it's raining and, you know, under extreme conditions. I think what we have been focused on from the get-go in 1917 has been really trying to improve the technical quality of filmmaking and really making contributions to that end in so many different ways, in making cameras smaller, in blimping them, making sure that you could actually film outside many decades ago, and as of late, of course, in the digital age, also creating different cameras for different formats and different functions. Mostly, of course, for big feature film, but increasingly also for documentaries, for television, so for different formats. And I think that's really what defines our company is that on a daily basis, people come in and they try to improve the products that are existing and make them better and more functional for the industry.